Sam Bankman-Fried, founder of the collapsed cryptocurrency exchange FTX, has reportedly landed in New York. He was extradited from the Bahamas to face charges of fraud in relation to his firm and its contributions to election campaigns in the United States. Bankman-Fried is likely to appear before a U.S. federal court in Manhattan later today. He is expected to be arraigned on the 8 counts that he faces here, including wire fraud, money laundering and campaign finance violations. Bankman-Fried was arrested in a U.S. extradition request last week in the Bahamas. His firm FTX is also based in the Bahamas itself. He initially said that he would contest extradition but soon reversed his decision. Meanwhile, federal prosecutors have said 2 former associates of Sam Bankman-Fried had pleaded guilty on the charges, adding that they were now cooperating with the government. U.S. Attorney Damien Williams said that Caroline Ellison, a former CEO of Alameda Research, and Gary Wang, co-founder of FTX, they've pleaded guilty to defrauding investors in the crypto trading platform.
Last week, we announced charges against Samuel Bankman-Fried for a sweeping fraud scheme that contributed to FTX's collapse, and for a campaign finance scheme that sought to influence public policy in Washington. As I said last week, this investigation is very much ongoing, and it's moving very quickly. I also said that last week's announcement would not be our last, and let me be clear once again, neither is today's. I want to make 2 announcements. First, I'm announcing that the Southern District of New York has filed charges against Caroline Ellison, the former CEO of Alameda Research, and Gary Wang, a co-founder of FTX, in connection with their roles in the frauds that contributed to FTX's collapse. Both Ms. Ellison and Mr. Wang have pled guilty to those charges, and they are both cooperating with the Southern District of New York.
Now, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has also charged Ellison and Wang for their roles in a multi-year scheme to defraud equity investors of FTX. Federal prosecutors in Manhattan last week charged Bankman-Fried with stealing billions of dollars in FTX customer assets. They say this money was used to plug losses at his hedge fund, Alameda Research. U.S. Attorney General Williams has called it one of the biggest financial frauds in American history. Now, the 30-year-old cryptocurrency mogul has acknowledged risk management failures at FTX. He has, however, maintained that he does not believe he has criminal liability. Bankman-Fried rode a crypto boom to become a billionaire. He soon became an influential U.S. political donor. All of this was lost within a week, as before FTX's crash wiped out his wealth and tarnished his reputation. The collapse was driven by a wave of customer withdrawals amid concerns over commingling of funds with Alameda. The $32 billion exchange declared bankruptcy on the 11th of November. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.